We have 6 full months. The second half of the year is a completely valid fresh start. July might as well be the new January. Hey friend, so it is June and we are halfway through the year. So if you've been avoiding looking at your money goals because the gap between where you are and where you want it to be feels a little unsettling and you're wondering if it's even worth trying to fix it this late in the year, yes, it is. And that's why I created today's video. This is the mid-year money reset, so come reset with me. In today's video, I'll show you my money goals that I set at the start of the year versus where my progress currently is, if any. Now you're asking, why even take the time to do this? I'm doing this strictly for awareness and accountability. So I know whether I need to adjust the actions that I'm currently taking in order to trying to achieve the goal, or adjust the time frame of the goal, or even adjust the goal itself. So quick disclaimer, I have not reviewed any of these numbers prior to recording this video, so I'm seeing the results for the first time with you, and I'm scared. So if you're new here, I'm Gina Marie, and I'm obsessed with digital planning, and I'm on a journey to get my finances in alignment with my life goals. I enjoy making simple digital planning tools and videos for busy, ambitious women who want the same. So if you want to get your life and your money together without all that extra stress and overwhelm, then you are in the right place. Because around here, we believe in simplistic consistency over perfection. Welcome. I think you're going to like it here. So now it's June and you have this cringe sense of guilt in the back of your mind every time money comes up. Like you should be further along and everybody else figured it out and you're the only one behind. But you're not. Like, really, you're not. And I promise you, this is more normal than you think. Here's the part that nobody talks about out loud. Financial goals don't fail because people lack willpower or discipline. They fail because they're not realistic or even motivating. Did you build your plan for a perfect version of your life that doesn't even exist? Like with weekly budgets that have no fun money or no wiggle room for those one-off random expenses? And the other piece of friction is, for a lot of women, the system itself became the problem. Too many categories, too many apps, too much to keep updated. When the system feels like a second job, if you're like me, then you'll just quit the damn system. And that's not failure. That's a completely reasonable human response to something that was too complicated to begin with anyway. So here's the thing I want you to actually sit with before we begin. We are not going back to fix the first half of the year, and we do not have to explain where May went. The money is spent and the time is gone. We cannot change it, but here's what we can change. We can change July through December. We have 6 full months. The second half of the year is a completely valid fresh start. July might as well be the new January. And honestly, starting now is better because now you know exactly what doesn't work for you. You're not guessing anymore. You have 6 months of data on what not to do. That's not starting behind. That's actually starting smarter. Let me show you exactly what that looks like for me. So we are going to keep this as simple as possible. The reset in 3 steps and we're done. Review my start of the year goals. So for this part of the video, I'll be using the simple finance digital planner. The link is in the description. I'll just be using this to briefly review my start of the year financial goals. I always set my money goals under the same 5 categories every year, never changes. Income, savings, my investments, debt because I still carry debt, a budget goal, and just for the fun of it this year, I created a bingo goal. So step 1, we're just going to review my start of the year goals. So for income, I said I wanted to increase my income by 15,000 by the end of the year, which to say we're halfway through the year, should at least be 7.5. I should be up at least 7.5, which I highly doubt because I did decide to continue working part-time by choice. So I enjoy working part-time and just enjoying a lot of my free time being home with my family and just doing the things that I love doing. So, and then for savings, add an additional $2,000 to my solution fund by the end of the year. So we're 6 months in, so I should at least be halfway there with $1,000, an additional $1,000 added to my solution fund. So I have to check on that. I think I might be close to that right now, at least. So at least the halfway point of the $1,000. And then the investments, I wanted to invest 6.7% of my 2026 income. I know I'm not nowhere near that because I did start with my automated deductions into my Roth IRA a little later in the year. So yeah, I know I'm not close to that. As well as reduce my 2026 starting debt amount by 10% or more. I know I did start the year with 32,000 and some change in debt. Well, for this phase. So I wanted to reduce that 32K by 10%. So let's see. And then also my budget goal for the year was to reduce my annual expenses to 30% or lower, because I believe for 2025 they were up there. They were higher than 30%. It was like probably like 40%. I went ham in 2025. So I wanted to rein that in a little with the spending. So I wanted to get that at least to 30%. And then my bigger goal was to pay off 2 credit cards. And I do know that I did achieve that already so far, because I paid off my platinum credit card as well as my venture one credit card. So I did go ahead and give myself a nice little golden check for that one. And I did actually achieve that by June 30th. Yay, yay. All right. So we reviewed my financial goals. Now we're just going to do the next step. We are going to go and actually see where I'm at currently with my numbers. So let me just switch this orientation. Okay, so this is going to be for the entire year. I do believe I did really good in putting my expenses each month. Sometimes I fell off, but I did catch up. Okay, so for my income so far, for my income for the year so far is $20,070, and then my expenses is $6,500. That's not bad. That is not bad. Well, first, wait, let's do the math. So out of that 20,000, I paid 10,000 in bills, just about 10,500, and I only saved 249. I gotta look at that because I thought it was more than that. But I did pull out some of my savings at one point. So I did pull out a little from my solution fund. So that's what that might be reflecting, because I did end up going back and putting it back in. So I had to, play catch up. And see, like I said, invested. I started doing my automated deductions into my Roth IRA a little later in the year. So I wanted to be at 6.7%. So for investments, it's only at 2.8. 6.7, let's say, so that should be at least by 3.3% halfway through the year. So I'm not on target with that one. And debt so far, I did pay 10.6%. I wanted to pay down 10% of the debt that I had. So I'm on target with that one, and that's where these numbers should start to, align with whatever you value the most or whatever goals you have for yourself. Like right now, just looking at this, I can already tell that my spending is not in line with what I wanted my goals to be for the year. I wanted to focus on savings and also debt. So I did pay off, I am on target with the debt, but I did not prioritize savings as much as I said I wanted to at the beginning of the year, because I only saved 1.3%, and as well as my investments are only at 2.8%. Yes, I'm on target with my debt, but my investments and my savings is lagging. But you know what? Progress is progress. So where I'm at with my bills right now, we are at 52.8 went to my bills. For my expense, I wanted to be at 30%. This is at 32% right now. So I need to tighten it up a little. I didn't really think I was doing that much spending, because I really have not bought nothing, but whatever. The numbers don't lie. The numbers don't lie. So I need to work on that. And I really do want to bring down my expenses to at least 30%, because I want my bills to be the 50 and then my expenses to be the 30. And then between my investments and my debt and savings will be the remainder 20%. I might need to have, cut some subscriptions or something, or see if I can renegotiate some of these annual bills. Looking at these numbers, letting me know I do have a little bit of progress, but not as much as I would like, because like I said, and you know what, the whole thing is, I think my debt might be a little bit different, because this doesn't really reflect my debt, honestly. I'm going to go into my debt payoff plan for that data on my debt payoff plan, because this tracker doesn't really reflect my debt, because I don't have the car as a part of the debt in here. It's a fixed bill. For those of you who are scared of spreadsheets, you guys really shouldn't be, because it's a little learning curve depending on which type you get. If you get a very complex one, they do have very simple basic spreadsheets. Spreadsheets can really give you a really good broad look at how you are doing with your finances and stuff like that. So let's see, most expensive quarter is quarter two, $10,714. Payment schedule. This will tell me how much I paid off for the year so far. So far for the year, I paid off $4,248 in debt. Current balance went from the 32 down to 27, let's say $27,781. Okay, so I am on track with my debt as well too. So my income, my debt, those two are on track. It's just my expenses as well as my savings and my investments. Okay, so see, not that bad. So this is my 2026 financial goals tracker. So I am 41% with my income towards that goal. I'm 41%. And then I'm 39% my solution fund, which is my emergency fund. The additional 2K is at 39. And then my investments 27. And then reduce that. That's at 88.41%. So this is where I'm currently at. Now for the adjustment. We are going on to step 3. Let's go over to quarter 3, and now I'm just going to go ahead and set my quarter 3 goals. So the shift for me is this. I'm not going to be sitting here worried about planning out my finances for the next 6 months, because financial freedom is not going to come by me planning more. It's going to come by me actually doing more. I don't need a flawless plan for the rest of the year, and you probably don't need one either. We just need one simple plan for the next month or two. That's it. Not the whole second half of the year mapped out. Let's just focus on making a money plan for the next month or two. So I am currently aware of what I need to adjust. For my investments, I am going to go ahead and reallocate the raise that I just got from one of my part-time jobs to my Roth. I'm just going to take that raise and just send it straight to the Roth. Whatever the difference is going straight to the Roth. I'm going to make sure that it's automated as well. Another adjustment is I need to go ahead through my bills and figure out what can be cut, what subscriptions need to go, what am I not using, what in car insurance or cable bill can get lowered, whatever. I need to review those big monthly bills and to see what I can maybe curb, trying to get my bills to the 50% and then my expenses to that 30% threshold. So I pretty much already know what I need to do. The question is, do you know what you need to do? I hope you are doing absolutely fine right now. I hope this is not too overwhelming for you. Just know, honey, you got this. You come this far and you're going to keep going as well. So all I'm going to have to do now is just go ahead and write out my little action plan for what I need to do for each month, which, like I said, I already know. And I'm not going to do it for the next 6 months. I'm just going to do it for July, maybe through like September, October, and then see where it is from there. Check in and then set another plan for the remainder of the year. Baby steps, small little Oreo bites. So if any part of this video felt like I was describing your exact year, here's what I want you to do next. Go and grab the free simple mini paycheck plan. The link is in the description. And it takes about 10 to 15 minutes and it walks you through splitting your next paychecks so you can walk into July with a plan instead of a hope. And then you can go ahead and start setting up your next month or two to continue keeping your 2026 on track. That's your reset starting point and it's free. But if you want the full thing, the planner that I use today plus the debt payoff tracker, they come together in the simple money system bundle for $37. That will also be linked below as well. But if you're just starting, start with the free worksheet. We're halfway through 2026, which means you still got 6 full months to make the second half look nothing like the first. It doesn't have to be perfect, it just needs to be better. So go ahead and watch this video next where I show you how I budget my weekly paycheck using the simple money system. Go ahead and click on that video and I will see you over there. Bye.